Oh
Holy
my god.
crap.
Wow. We've how many hours are we in? We're just now using our first slinking book.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, yo. Good job, by the way.
Thanks.
I mean, yeah, as soon as you were like, take the numbers that they actually are, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because it being in ascending order, but not 1 through 6 did not make sense to
Yep.
me.
Yep. Yep. Ooh.
Hello. Oh,
Palo! Palo! Yung
no, no,
ulay!
Oh,
no.
Yung ulay!
I can explain.
why would it just fade to black? What's
We
happening?
got we got poison darted.
Oh, I thought he
That was a
stopped.
blowgun.
I thought he like. No, okay. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess he will. Are we tied up?
I wish I could tell. Uh-oh. We're in a cell. But no cell can hold us. Hello. Hi.
Yeah, you tried to contain Chris, escape room master.
Oh, I got sleepy. Oh, my book.
Katarina e now da saya yapalo. Yapa ay manay yalepo. Miltisay. Bekaretere wira pe yelo kene falapo. Tisay. Waite fulupe. Now Katarina ne. Wisi fapolo ya sepe yai.
She's definitely saying Catherine.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Oh. Wait. How do I open my satchel? Oh,
I forgot we had this.
I write quickly from my prison. Along with this journal, I've instructed Nayla to return the book that the Moiety intercepted upon your arrival. After questioning her, I've concluded that it was written by Atris for a very specific purpose. So, okay, maybe Atris is the father. Oh, it was Cirrus and Akinar.
Oh,
That was
yep,
the brothers.
yep, yep.
Jean will wish to see it, though he will undoubtedly be suspicious. Once he is out of the way, you'll still need the combination to release me. I'm told he keeps it somewhere in his outpost on 233. Then I assume we're to signal Atris. I think I know how it might be done, but don't attempt it before I'm released. Catherine.
Oh, so she is in prison on that island. I
Oh,
didn't I didn't think of that
yeah,
as a
I didn't
prison,
put that
but now
together either.
it's literally like a
Oh,
cage we
shit.
see her.
It's been 1 week since I linked to Riven, and I'm still reeling from the changes I've witnessed. Even before my eyes could adjust, the smell of my homeland embraced me. The sweet salt air was instantly familiar, but the scene that soon resolved was not. As I stood there, struggling to make sense of what I was seeing, a violent clang sounded, and
Bars.
bars appeared before me. It was then that I must have been darted from my memory after his cloudy. A Rivenese man,
Shabbily.
Shalbily. Is that how you spell that?
Well, it's
Shalbily?
two B's. Two B's.
Oh, shabbily dressed in militaristic attire was showing something at me. He seemed to be attempting to speak Denis, but his grasp of the language was so poor that I could not make out his words, and then the world went dark. Many voices passed, until at last I awoke to a familiar face. Etty! After all this time, she's still as warm and kind as ever, and yet the years have clearly wounded her, as they've wounded everyone whose world became a prison when Jean was trapped here. Everything is tinged with pain and loss, even Etty's bright smile, though she does her best to hide it. A desperate urgency squelched by unuttered fears seethes beneath her cordial veneer. When Atris and I left Jean here all those years ago, I was haunted by visions of what had become of my people and how they might have come to suffer under his rule. But the injustices I imagined were nothing compared to the atrocities that have actually come up to pass. The following is a chronicle of what I've learned, a record of all that has happened, should I no longer be here to tell it. The Moiety.
Imagine just like that's the chronicle right there, the little sketch.
Yeah. We got black hole, we got eyes and a sun that are crossed out, people looking at the sun, and a cloud and a weather vane. Great. The Moiety. It seems the confrontation that led to Jean's entrapment on Riven was witnessed by some of the Rivenese, but their interpretation of the event was skewed, no doubt due to Jean's overinflated view of himself. Atris and I had hoped that stopping him of his ability to link to other worlds might lead people to conclude that his claims of godhood were false, but it appears the opposite has come to pass. If Jean was a god, and we had vanquished him, then we must be greater gods. Ooh. It was thus assumed that my absence was only temporary and that I would surely return one day to set the world right again. Thus, the Moiety, the name they adopted after Jean's disparaging use of the term, were born, sworn enemies of Jean and devotees of me. I had no inkling of this misconception about myself until 2 days ago, though in hindsight it makes perfect sense given the way I've been treated. For their part, they naturally assumed an omniscient deity might be well aware of their own divine status, so there was no need to inform me. I only finally pieced it together during a recent underground gathering where they reenacted their version of the story of my life, a riveting tale that culminated with the confrontation between Atris, myself, and Jean at the edge of the fissure. Yeah, and I think the scene from the beginning of Myst is him falling into the fissure and dropping the book.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
The events had been exaggerated to such grandiose proportions that I found it hard at times to suppress my laughter, and yet this myth had also given them the courage to stand against Jean and the hope that they might someday be delivered from the relentless inhumanities of his authoritarian rule. Even so, the fact that I am the one who has been cast as their savior, an omnipotent being who would one day return to Riven, overthrow Jean, and lead them to a new paradise is deeply unsettling. I would do anything to free my people from this hellish existence, but I'm not who they think I am. I am only. How, though, can I dissuade them from this notion without also crushing their hopes? As Jean's power grew, so did the Moiety, and in order to evade his persecution, for he would wipe them all out in an instant if he could, they had to become more and more adept at concealing themselves. They made use of a network of caves that so far he has failed to discover, but I fear it only a matter of time before they're found out.
I was gasping because I was reading ahead. This part right here.
This is insane.
Yeah.
So it is something.
Yes.
That's crazy. Okay. Well, all right. Further jeopardizing their existence is the fact that the Moiety absolutely refused to sever their ties with those who have sided with Jean. The two factions thus live together in surprising harmony. Their overarching sense of cultural unity appearing to outweigh the schism, at least for now. That's strange.
Mm.
I heard today that Father and Enant, I don't know,
I think
were
it's enough.
Enant
think.
were inducted into Jean's labor force. I so longed to see them, but a dimness shrouded Etty's face so abruptly when I asked for them that it left me hesitant to press the matter further. I must know the truth eventually, but I fear the news will not be good. From the moment of their inception, the Moiety have sought to disrupt Jean's plans at every turn, sabotaging his constructions, stealing from his precious stockpiles, and keeping an ever watchful eye on his every move. They shroud themselves with dark coverings and delight in the fact that their enemies are often frightened by their wraith-like appearance, and their almost preternatural ability to wreak havoc without detection or consequence. It was in the course of one of their forays that I was fortunately rescued when I first linked to Riven. I shudder to think what might have become of me had that scout not been there to intervene. Jean will certainly be hunting for me, and now, no doubt, furious at his guard's failure to detain me. He must be even angrier, though, at the loss of the linking book he surely assumed I brought with me, that I was deceived into linking into Riven without a way back. Oh. Is a bitter yet fortunate fact, for it may very well have been the death of us all had a path back to Denis fallen into his destructive hands. Did her freaking husband do the same
Sounds
thing
like
he
it.
did to us, to her?
I think he did. Yeah.
What the hell, dude?
He's kind of also an asshole.
When he finally discovers that I came here empty-handed, he'll be angrier still. That is some consolation, at least.
What is this?
I guess she's just sketching the people, the moiety, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have glimpsed the final breath of a dying age. A tiny blade cuts the void, the white hole divided, again and again, dipped in black. The something drips red. The art of genocide. The nib, as in the pen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Today, I ventured above ground to see for myself what has become of the island. I hoped it wouldn't be as bad as the Moiety had reported. It was worse. Having lived with it for so long, the Rivenese have become
Inured.
Good word, to the steady decay around them, but I was devastated. As we wound our way through the underbrush, I found myself once again breathing.
Yeah.
Breathing in my youth. The dream? Ocean air, transporting me back in a matter of seconds. But as my eyes again took hold, the warmth of those memories vanished, and I was left with nothing but numbness. We had reached a bluff that had not been there the last time I visited my home. Riven, which was once one island, has split into 5 distinct pieces that have since drifted apart at an astonishing rate. 5, you say? 4 of these have been claimed by Jean in his exclusive domain. Only those who have sworn their loyalty to him are even allowed access to them. From my vantage point at the edge of the trees, I could see 3 of them, now blighted with Jean's monomaniacal constructions. These islands are closely guarded and pose great personal risk to the Moiety, though that hasn't kept them from doing whatever they can to thwart Jean's endeavors there.
Oh, it's just a map. I see.
The 4th island I could not see, as it has crept away to some distance, and now lies concealed by fog. The Moiety said that Jean originally governed from this small island, living and working in a protected space he built for himself atop the stump that remains where the great tree used to stand. The only surviving forest is located here. But isn't that where she is?
I was taking this to be where his lab was.
The only surviving forest is located here on the something island where the village also remains. This island was ostensibly intended to be the province of the people, but it too has been irrevocably marred by Jean's oppressive intrusions. Woods fall? Words fall. Brittle brown leaves, masquerading as green, should never have held lives, both bloomed, and as yet we need unseeded. Goodness.
Some poetry.
Yep. I feel nothing today. I am an outcast among outcasts. The
Diaspora.
The diaspora. Yeah, I was just about to get there for sure. The diaspora of a dying world. Despite my repeated protestations, the Moiety continue to treat me differently. Their desperate need precluding any discussion from the belief that I am some sort of messiah come to save them. They misconstrue my every move as a validation of their faith, whispering of how I walked the island, bold and unafraid, mistaking my outrage at the island's devastation for bravery. But I am afraid, for I know something that the Moiety do not, the underlying reason for the island's accelerated decay. Jean wrote this world, and so it will fail, as all of Jean's ages ultimately fail. I must make the Moiety understand this, but I cannot talk to Etty. There were brief moments soon after my arrival where my divine status was forgotten and I was simply Kateran again. But they are almost non-existent now. There is one person, however, who seems immune to those fallacious notions, Neela. Her gaze has never faltered when I've dared hint at the uncomfortable truth. I feel I could trust her to bear the full brunt of it. I think this is the symbol at the bottom of the hideout.
Oh, yeah.
Jean is... I know, right? Jean is making books. How did I not know this until now? Atris and I knew he would likely attempt it, as he has adopted the paranoid practice of writing all the necessary materials into his ages. That's clever.
Oh, that is clever.
Yeah. He's been exploiting the natural resources and the people of Riven as fodder for his mad pursuit to further his colonialist ideals. Thankfully, it sounds as if he's not yet succeeded. As painful as it's been, the fact that I've returned to Riven at this crucial juncture is fortuitous. The age is crumbling, my people are suffering, and if Jean succeeds in securing his freedom, other worlds will suffer the same. The Moiety are looking to me. I may only be mortal, but I have to do something. Oh, steam machine.
Yeah.
It's been a help. It's been a long time since my last
it's
entry.
Be very, right?
Oh yeah.
But it's just a squiggle, yeah.
There is much to tell. It was hard to recognize, but I found the Starfisher. It is located on what Jean refers to as his Temple Island. Nailed it. Though the Moiety prefer to use the Rivenese word alapo,
Yeah,
which means water pool. They've thus taken to referring to the void itself as Alatwan, pool of stars. Ah, that's fitting.
Wait. So what is the Starfisher?
I believe it is over the steam machine.
Oh.
Or under.
Yeah.
Which is why it looks like you're looking in it.
Yeah, okay.
It is the very fissure that allowed Atris and me to escape this age without leaving a linking book behind us, though it has since been sealed with some kind of heavy iron. Several derelict devices from that time remain mounted to its surface, including a hatch with a windowed viewport, a large telescope, and the mechanical lift that was used to install it, the combination to which was acquired by the Moiety long ago.
Oh my god.
Your hard work is going to pay off.
Yes, it is. Okay. Oh, you want to solve that later?
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. I got excited.
In the early days, the Moiety briefly considered reopening the fissure. Thankfully, they decided against it. Had they attempted it back then, the results might have been catastrophic. Were they to do so today, it would certainly mean the end of Riven. Ooh. So our way home is going to destroy this world.
Oh no.
I'm
What
told
the
that
fuck,
in
artist?
yeah, for real.
Or Atris, whatever the hell your name is.
I'm told that in the days immediately following Jean's confinement on Riven, he attempted to determine the feasibility of navigating the stars beneath the fissure, for he had seen that the Myst book. He had seen the Myst book fall from Atris's hands into that very same space. To this end, he sacrificed several poor souls, alleged transgressors of the law, by throwing them into the hatch so he could observe their fate. It is said
God.
that they did not die, but what becomes of them remains a mystery.
God.
And that original fissure is no longer alone. New ruptures have appeared in recent years at various locations around the islands. In some instances, the Moiety were able to glimpse the breaches before Jean and his minions moved in to contain them. Their descriptions support my suspicion that the forces that are tearing Riven apart are more than merely geological. More troubling, however, is that Jean is not simply containing these rifts, but is somehow using them to travel between the islands, and that he has also reportedly devised a way to harvest the energies from the expanse for some as yet unknown purpose. That's really bad because it means he was fully aware of the island, and like he's the one responsible for all the fast traveling,
Yeah, yeah.
which we were kind of thinking, but
Yeah. No, you're totally right.
how like him to wantonly exploit for his own selfish gain that which he does not understand. The starfield beneath the fissure is not as it seems. It is a gentle space, as hospitable to life as a flowing river. That is how Atris described his brief time within the expanse before he linked out, leaving his Myst book adrift within it. He was never able to conclude upon its nature, but I cannot help but feel that there must be some greater
I got no idea.
pneuma behind
Pneuma.
it. Something I should have
So-
mentioned earlier. Yep.
Question: how did we get the linking book that fell in there?
Well, okay, so it
What were
sounds
we
like
doing
they threw people in and they
Yeah.
didn't die, but they just went somewhere. So maybe it's like a well of the world situation where
Okay.
whatever you throw
They
in just
popped
ends
out
up somewhere. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Something I should have mentioned earlier. One of the colossal blades that appeared in the course of our escape from Riven, the great dagger that stands at the end of the fissure, has been adopted by the Moiety as the emblem of their struggle. Oh, okay. I thought she was about to say it's a giant lever, which is what I've been thinking the entire time I've been looking at it.
That's cool though. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. They have their own explanation as to how it came to be, of course, but their choice is more apt than they know, as that dagger, along with the other blades, was a manifestation of my rage at the desecration that Jean had already wrought upon my world. I haven't told the Moiety that I wrote it into this age, as I fear that I would only fuel their overestimation of me, but I can't deny it pleases me to have inadvertently provided them with such a fitting symbol for their cause.
Mm.
My limited encounter with Jean's followers have been discouraging. Whenever I have attempted to engage them, they've fled from me. I heard an interesting tale from the Moiety last night, which may help to explain this. Soon after we trapped Jean on Riven, he claimed that it was he who had been responsible for the Great Blades, summoning them as a preemptive punitive reminder of the obeisance he expected. In the village circles, it is told that this act marked the beginning of a period of restitution, at the end of which, provided they had proven their devotion to him, they would be delivered unto a new and better existence. I will continue my attempts to intervene on their behalf. The cage has finally failed. Jean is free.
Is he?
Uh,
I guess we're about to find out.
My sources have confirmed that Jean has managed to create a functional linking book. In fact, he had done so before my arrival, but kept this accomplishment so well hidden that only his closest acolytes were aware of it. In keeping with his callous regard for the worlds he creates, he has simply named this age 233. So we were wrong about the number, I think. Maybe.
Wait, now I'm confused. What is 98 then? Or you're just saying we just interpreted it wrong.
Yeah, either that or the other. I'm not sure.
Oh, it must be that. So it wasn't 98.
It is not yet known whether he's written others. I've also just learned that years ago, a Moiety scout managed to steal a book that was an early failure that Jean had intended to destroy. It was largely complete but did not work. I wasn't told about it until now because they thought it was useless. Jean struggled for decades, but he could never get a conventional linking book to work. Then, one day, he began construction on a cumbersome mechanical solution, a complex array of devices designed to harness the energies of the starry expanse and use them to suppress his book's inherent flaws. The design phase was chaotic and often dangerous. The Moiety tell of tremendous explosions as Jean sought to contain and wield forces that he knew little to nothing about. But he is nothing if not determined, and eventually he was able to use this enormous crutch to link to another age. I can't deny his brilliance, but it is an abominable solution, brutish and overwrought. And, all but entirely unnecessary, I have studied the partially burned book that the Moiety took from him. Although he sought retribution for the affront, he appears to have been otherwise untroubled by the theft, no doubt assuming the book would be useless in the Moiety's hands. But I can see what they could not. The book may yet be salvageable. The age the book describes is wholly unsuitable as a home for the Moiety, but I think it could be modified. I will dream. Oh, so that's
So
where we are.
yeah, so they must have stole a book and then she saved it so that they could flee. So I guess
Maybe
that's
that's
why
what
it
that
must have.
screen thing on top of it was. Like a fix for the
Oh
book
yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
that makes sense.
I have nearly finished writing the Moiety's age. The world as described in is harsher and more desolate than they are used to, but they should be able to sustain themselves there. But we'll need a second book. Gene has been spending most of his time on 233 lately, so the danger is less, but getting into his lab will still be difficult. The coming collapse weighs the air, blurring my vision both day and night. We must act soon.
Hmm.
Rift, people,
Oh
Moiety,
yeah.
Star, Spear, Gene, of course.
Gene.
Success. We have secured a second book, though I worry now that Gene will miss it and deduce our plans before we're ready. The descriptive book I prepared as a refuge for the rebels is useless unless I can find a way to correct its inherent flaws. Gene's massive machine mainly functions to manipulate the energies within the expanse. It serves its purpose, but its excess seems unwarranted. The Rivenese have long used crystalline substrates as an elegant means to manipulate light. If I could just find the right material. It's marble. Last night's dreams have delivered me a perilous plan, and I write this substance into the new Moiety age. I will write this substance. Oh.
Eh?
If we could temporarily access Gene's apparatus, we could use our book to link to this new age and search for the crystal. Someone would have to carry the book back to safety once the link was made. If it fell into Gene's hands, all would be lost. When Gene links 233, one of his acolytes always remains to shut down the device. We'll have to get to him before he can do so, which means we'll only have one chance before they're alerted to our presence. Everything is ready. I have written the material into the new age, and I have prepared the second linking book as a return path to Riven. Of course, it too suffers the same deficiencies as all of Gene's books, so it won't work unless it's augmented. Once I'm in the new age, I'll have to locate the crystal and adapt it to heal the gateway image, which should render the book functional. I can then use the second linking book to return to Riven with more of this material. It's risky, but if all goes well, the Moiety and any others we can convince to join them will finally have an escape. I can't help but laugh at the absurdity of this plan. I sound like Atris. Should I fail to return, it will likely mean the end of my life. But my only real fear is for my people. Everyone assures me they have complete faith that I will accomplish my task and lead them to a better world. That's the fulfillment of the prophecy, after all. But underneath, they are just as tense and fearful as I am. What will become of them if I do not return? Will they perish here on Riven, or attempt to follow me through this new book to an unknown fate? I don't know what to tell them.
Got a
Against
Muad'Dib
all...
situation.
Oh. Isan al-Gaib.
Yeah.
Against all odds, it is done. We have already evacuated most of our members to this new age, which the Moiety have named Tay. The world is more beautiful than I had anticipated, so I'm pleased. The Rivenese have been liberated at last. They stand beneath the open sky, unafraid, dazzled by their freedom. They are happy. But there's still much to be done. The age is still vulnerable. The only way to completely protect it from Jean is to destroy the books once everyone is safely in. Tay. I'm hesitant to bring this up with the Moiety until they've had a chance to acclimate themselves to the new world, as it would mean they would be forever exiled from the only home they've ever known. Now I'm eager to sever my own connection. Hold on. Nor am I eager to sever my own connections and my only path back to my life and family on Myst. But for the greater good, it must be done. For the moment, we're safe, but our activities could arouse Jean's suspicions at any moment. We cannot delay. I will return to Riven tomorrow to resume my attempts to persuade the remaining holdouts to join the others in Tay. For now, though, I must rest. And thank God she did.
So I'm confused. So what is 233? Is that Riven or is that something else he's made?
I think unless I might be misunderstanding it. I think 233 was going to be a different age. They stole the book and turned it into where we are right now. And then I think Catherine went back to Riven to try to convince the holdouts to come, and she got imprisoned there.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's my read on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Woo. And what is there another book?
Well, yeah, but this is just the original book, The Trap.
Oh, okay. Okay.
How did I open?
Can we read the note at the beginning of that last one again?
Sure, as soon as I remember.
Yeah. Just go ahead and reach down.
It's you. No, it's I.
Oh, and you can't even... Oh, yeah, it is right there. Oh.
Dude, I wonder what happens if you click this.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
Oh.
I'm really curious what happens if you click that, but I will not. I could like save it and then try it, but the game auto-saves so regularly that I'm scared.
Yeah, fair. Oh my god. Dude.
What a read.
Yeah.
I write quickly from my prison. Along with this journal, I've instructed Nayla to return the book that the Moiety intercepted upon your arrival. After questioning her, I've concluded that it was written by Atris for a very specific purpose. Jean will wish to use it, though he will undoubtedly be suspicious. Once he's out of the way, you'll still need the combination to release me. I'm told he keeps it somewhere in his outpost on 233. Okay, that was incorrect. So 233 must be where his new base is. The one made of marble.
Okay. Yeah.
Then I assume we're to signal Atris. I think I know how it might be done, but don't attempt it before I'm released, Catherine. Okay, I'm glad that we read that again.
Okay, so maybe we get... Oh. Maybe we get to 233 through the big room we shot with the book on Prime Island. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, the thing I'm confused about is we also have the combination to the steam machine.
Yes, true. Okay.
Oh.
Thanks, dude. Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah, this is so cool.
Oh, they just like recreated their village. It's beautiful.
And their houses are way bigger now.
Yeah. Freedom! Long live the Moiety! Kataran! Catherine.
Oh, not Jean. Catherine.
Oh, yeah. Really railroading you here, huh?
Gosh, yeah, it's just it's a real shame. I wanted a puzzle in each of these houses. Oh, oh, cool weapon.
Yeah.
All right. This is one of those weight detecting elevators. Okay. Oh, that's
badass.
cool.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, yep. Okay. Crazy.
Oh man.
You know, we have 3 things now that we could do.
Yeah.
The book,
Yeah.
the rift,
Steam machine.
the sea machine, and the blue sticks.
Yes. Yes. I
How
think
you
I gotta
feeling?
stop. It's
Yeah.
late.
Yep. I mean,
I
great
think
stopping
we're
point.
yeah, I think we're close to finishing. Maybe last time, next session, we'll finish the game.
Yeah, I'm more hopeful now that we've just seen that
Yeah.
we're definitely gonna go to Gene's age and
Yeah. Oh,
and
true.
explore his like marble palace or whatever.
Yeah.
And we'll probably have to like trick him or just give him the book or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, a linking book. You fool.
You fool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Well, man, great progress. Great job on 4 puzzles tonight, my good friend.
Woo.
All
That
right.
was fun.
Yeah. Man, I can't even remember. Like, we started the session with no hope, and we found the painting up on the wall. And we were like, "Oh my god, this is it!" And it was only thanks to your out of nowhere theory to check that the
You know,
bridge was extended.
I was just looking down at my notes, and something about just like seeing that last island just like made me think about it, I guess.
It was a paradox.
It really did just
I mean,
kind of randomly pop into my head. Yeah.
yeah. No, I mean, I didn't agree with you when you were saying it, but that is the only answer. Like
Yeah.
that was the last animal we needed, or you know, the Riven symbol, and that we
Right.
needed to see it from over there. So there must have been some way to get there. Genius. All right. Well, we'll
Thanks
see you
for the
next
faith.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
For hopefully the finale. Hopefully no more long books. That would be my one request.
I think that's the constant in the Myst series is long ass books.
Yeah, I mean, you get to go to this like epic world with the blue and the nights, you know, the nighttime and everything, and your reward is all that lore. But yeah, you then get to read.
Yeah, and it is
So.
cool lore. But yeah, it just
Yeah.
takes a while. to
Yep.
understand.
All right. See you next time.
See you next time.